Very good morning, students. Today we will start a detailed review of the first chapter of the science. The name of the chapter is Nutrition in Plants. That is the autotrophic nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which an organism makes its food itself from simple inorganic substance is known as autotrophic nutrition. Green plants make their food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. So the food of nutrition in green plants is autotrophic. Green plants produce food for themselves as well as for animals and human beings, as we all know. The organisms which make their own food from the simple substances present in the environment are called autotrophs. Autotrophs are the producer of food, so they are called producers. In this slide, you have a picture of photosynthesis of a plant. The process by which green plants make their food is called photosynthesis. By photo, you mean light, and synthesis means building up. The process of photosynthesis is carried out in leaves. The leaves are green due to the presence of a pigment called chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is the reason why the color of the leaves is green. Chlorophyll helps to capture the energy of the sun. Green plants use carbon dioxide present in the air and water present in the soil to make its food in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. Green plants during photosynthesis take in carbon dioxide through stomata in their leaves. Now, what is stomata? Stomata are very tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves, and these are further surrounded by a bean-shaped guard cells. This is a magnified understanding of a stomata. You can see the opening over here. This is the opening of the guard cells. Exchange of gases takes place through the stomata. Thus, the carbon dioxide enters the leaf through these pores. Water and minerals are absorbed through the network of vessels from which form hair-like pipelines from the roots. These pipelines are present throughout the plant from root to branches and leaves. Chlorophyll, the green pigment in leaves, absorbs sunlight, carbon dioxide and water to convert them into carbohydrate and oxygen. Oxygen is released into the atmosphere and carbohydrate that ultimately converts into starch is stored as food. The food is transported to other parts of the plant. Now, there are many different other modes of nutrition in plants as well. Green plants can make their own food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. So, green plants are autotrophic. Plants which do not contain chlorophyll depend on other living organisms for their food. Such plants undergo heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Various types of heterotrophic nutrition is saprotrophs, parasites, insectivorous and symbiotic. First we'll start with saprotrophs. The plants which derive their food from the dead and decaying organic matter are called saprotrophs. Saprotrophs secrete digestive juices on the dead and decaying matter and convert it into a solution. They then absorb these nutrients from it. Plants such as mushrooms and molds undergo saprophytic mode of nutrition. The fungus that you see on the leather clothes, breads and or pickles during rainy season is also a kind of saprotrophs. You can see various pictures of it as an example of saprotrophs. These are not just only one kind, there are different and various kinds of mushrooms and molds present in this environment. Next mode of nutrition is insectivorous. Green plants which make their own food but depend on insects for nitrogenous food are called insectivorous. Such plants grow in mineral deficient, especially nitrogen deficient soil. Plants such as pitcher plant, sundew, bladderwort derive their nutrition partly from the soil and the atmosphere and partly from small insects. In pitcher plant, the leaf is modified to form a pitcher-like structure. The bright color of the pitcher attracts the insects. Inside the pitcher, there are several hair-like structures that trap the insect downward. When an insect sits on the pitcher, the lid closes and the trapped insect entangles into the hair. The insect is then digested by the enzyme secreted by the plant. These are the few examples that has been shown in front of you. You can see the working of a Venus flytrap. This is how it traps its prey. And this is pitcher plant. You can see how the insect enters the picture plant, and then it traps that insect into it to derive all the nutrition from it. Now, this would be all for your part 1 introduction of this nutrition in plant, that is autotrophic nutrition. You are supposed to do this worksheet which has been provided to you along with this video, and submit your answers, and also cross check your answers in the evening when the answer key will be provided. Thank you very much.